By Blood alone is a fifth-versifying 4 DLC for Switzerland, Italy, and Ethiopia. It enhances their focus trees and adds new stuff, such as unique balance of power system, fresh unit models, fake friends tab, more accurate provinces, sanctions, and a more advanced peace conference system. But even with such improvements to the game, it will be easier to preserve the peace. In a world filled with numerous leaders whose ideology may be democratic, fascist, or monarchist, there will always be disagreements. That's why we either conquer in order to reunite everyone as a whole, or defend, in hopes of restoring democracy and friendship. But without effort, without sacrifice, and without blood, nothing is accomplished in history. That's why I'll be playing as Ethiopia! The country that we've all ignored and probably forgotten about. Just like the rest of Africa, which existence was fallen into the hands of colonization, is now just nothing but a huge chunk of territory filled with materials. This time we're going to resist to foreign aggression and finally put an end to it. Ethiopia and the rest of the continent shall remain free. We must show the Tibetans that there's a dream to fight for. Our war for independence will have a huge impact. But whether we are marked or erased on the map is still to be determined. My name is Jurka Parachute, and let's get decolonized. Yes, that's me. My name is Haile Selassie, and it's been 3 months since the second Italian invasion had started. And things aren't going well for us. With 21 divisions to supply, there are only 2 military factories to produce equipment that we are running low on. So to get rid of the deficit, it would require us to build more factories, which is not an option right now, since it would take 19 years to construct just 1 factory. By that time, I would release my second video. So instead, I would trade our only single civilian factory for steel. This way we won't run out of materials and produce weapons at an efficient rate. But even with all that, it's still not enough to fulfill our logistics. Therefore, we must use every bit of organization and strength as we can. We are on our own, but the longer the war runs, the more concerned the world will be. So we must stay alive as long as possible. The war against the Italians needs to be brought to an end. We have done it once, and we can do it again. There will be no step back. It's good to trust others, but not to do so is much better. You wrote that down? See, correcto. Anyway, about that invasion we are doing. Our special operation is going to be successful, and we'll take over the capital in no time. Signora, how do you know? How do I know? It's already been determined. Just look at the numbers. I've got 80 million power and rise of kingdom. Whoa, what? Surprised, huh? The secret is to choose Rome when you start out. No! I mean, what are you talking about? Basically, I'm very good at strategy games. Really? It doesn't work like that. What did you say? Shall I remind you the consequences if you don't finish writing my biography? Oh, yes, sir. What? Right. Now you're gonna write down that the invasion went badly, and it's only been a month, damn it, and our warriors are losing strength already. If you don't come up with a better plan soon, we'll be unable to maintain our positions for much longer. Unless you listen to me, Emperor. Whoa, how do you get in? Who are you? What? Just go ahead. Alright, so, we're gonna have to step back. Whoa, hold on. Why would we do that? Because retreating back into these fallback positions would prove near impossible for our enemies to break, due to the mountains, hills, and supply problems. Their overconfidence will keep them pushing and get them killed in that meat grinder. But yeah, we should hold out like this for a long time. Holy conquering lion of the tribe of Judah! I'm very grateful for your help, General. Let me work. Oh, you did work alright. No, it's actually my name. Damn it, our neighbor is about to be colonized. We should prepare for the inevitable and encourage you to fight. Better try and fail than cower in wonder for the rest of your life. But if I fail, I'll die. Or get captured and then tortured in their dungeon. Do you really want that? That's amazing. What? So, how did it go? It does not look promising. I guess he's just another victim of colonization. Yo, no way! I guess he was crazier than I thought. Anyway, with Italians caught off guard by the attack, we now have the opportunity to quickly decide what's next for Ethiopia. We can either take the heroic decision to stay and continue the fight alongside our brave warriors, or exile to another country, watch it collapse, wait patiently while we build up the resistance, and then reclaim it. And I guess, if it comes to that, we'll board the train to... We should try elsewhere then? No, we'll stay. Have you tried America? Hand me the radio. My fellow Ethiopians, today we stand at a critical moment in our history where our freedom is at stake. Yet I address you with unwavering hope and courage in our hearts to end this war once and for all. Our fight is not just for us, it is for the generations to come. It is for a future where Ethiopia stands proud and independent. What we seek is a new and a different way of life, free from the chains of oppression. And in the face of this invasion, let us remember that we must fight by blood alone. Communist revolution? Who's behind all this? Sorry to bother you, but there's an incoming call from Italy. Wait, you serious? Hand me that. Hello? Ciao, sono Antonio Gramsci. Haven't you figured out? I don't speak your language. Then let me put it in a language you can understand.
We need help!
Oh, Jesus. Alright, yeah, sure. On my way. Even though we are winning the war, the timing for the Italian Revolution could not have been more perfect. Not only will the fascist regime cease to exist, but we will also make peace with a new government. And I must admit, I never imagined my warriors would be in Italy. No offense. None taken. I must admit as well, your warriors are quite incredible, to be honest. In fact, you're the sole reason why the revolution even began. Mussolini's invasion of Ethiopia has turned into a disaster. He couldn't bear the suffering any longer. Well, he's about to find out what real relief feels like. Bravissimo! Now let's proceed to the peace conference. Alright, I will go first. I'll take the northern territories, free your colony in one of the African regions, and pop it that small province in Italy. Also, could you give us that land in the south? No, we'll hold on to the south, just in case we have any future ambitions. Are you threatening us? Emperor, I don't make threats. I make guarantees. You son of communism. It's a deal. And with that, it was time to go home. Ethiopia is once again a free and independent country. Our brave people who fought by our side during those tough times can finally put their weapons down and rest. We shall rebuild what has been shattered and heal the wounds that have scarred our nation. Let this day mark the beginning of a new chapter. A chapter of peace and acceptance. My name is Haile Selassie, and that's enough for me. What is that? Interesting. I don't remember hiring farmers. You happen to know anything about this general? You're about to find out any second now. Any second now? What can possibly happen? Why? Because with an army like this, we can achieve so much. It would be a shame to see its potential go to waste. And it seemed like you wanted to live a peaceful life. So from now on, I'll be taking over. What will happen to me then? Well, locking you up in dungeon would be cruel. Since we cannot risk losing the people's support, you'll be exiled to any country you've previously attempted to seek refuge in. If so happens to refuse again, then you would wish I locked you up. What is that supposed to mean? I'm sorry. Wait! Have you tried America? No! Oh, you communist! What is this place? Welcome to the club. My name is Alim Rokabayan. Our struggle against colonialism is not unique to our country. It is part of a global conflict that Africa has been facing for years. Therefore, we must all unite as one union and through our collective strength, defend ourselves against any possible threats. Originally, my plan was to find anyone who would be sympathetic to our cause. So while Haile Selassie was panicking in Ethiopia, I went on a distant journey to meet with an expert in bringing nations together.
So, you want to be a communist?
Да-да.
It's a good day to be a communist, comrade.
Хорошо. When exactly you'll help us?
Soon. I just need to send one of my officers to the Gulag before we proceed.
Sadly, our talk was cut short by a revolution, so I've decided to take matters into my own hands and confront the Emperor.
Unless you listen to me, Emperor, we're gonna have to step back.
But this time, we won't step back. Instead, we'll send volunteers to Spain in exchange for some territory. If they're truly our comrades, they will surely agree. And if not, we already know how to deal with colonialism. Si, senor, it's all yours. Hurrah! Supporting them has paid off. Will you release my family now? I don't know. Will I? Abort the execution immediately! What?
Oh, it's you.
What do you want? I want to offer you a mutual agreement of non-aggression and guarantee in the face of war, comrade. Sounds good, but not on the surf. We have more important matters to attend to. At its time, we established the Organization of African Unity and started improving relations with any potential members so that they would hopefully accept the invitation to our organization. Alright, let's go! Yes! Great success! We're just a couple steps closer to completing our unification and defeating our common enemies. Switzerland? There's no way a people of Europe could defeat a powerful country like what the? While our volunteers were passionately fighting Italians, our organization created a mutual defense agreement, promising to protect each other if any of us are attacked. But unfortunately, not everyone agreed, so I had to step in. You're accused of treason and anti-African behaviors. The court finds you guilty and sentenced you to the dungeons. That's amazing. Anyone else? Very good. Let's play some music. Attention everyone! The time has come for the people of Africa to be united in an African Union. Never again will we be threatened by imperialists or fascists as we strive to become Africa's first superpower. Our fallen brothers will soon be liberated and reunited, as together we'll show them what we are capable of. United we stand, divided we fall. We are inevitable. Wow! This took me quite a while. I hope Paradox doesn't release another DLC. Anyways, my name's Yurka Parachute, and that's enough for me. Oh God, please, no!
When you